2, what could have gone wrong for that to happen? And 3, why it took that long for you to detect that? 4, what was the role of who in civil aviation? And finally, why it had to take the intervention of the president for you to know that you have such people? And finally, where are those people? Sorry? Oh, who they are? Yeah, and where are they? Whether you still have them, and if you still have them, on what terms? Have you retired them, or they have retired themselves? And on what terms they have retired themselves? The floor is yours on that matter.
From the committee of COSASE, that question has 4 parts, as you have said. Why did it take long to take to that? The role of who did that? Probably civil aviation. Why have to take the intervention of the president? Who are they and where are they right now? And what terms? And why summarize it properly? Yes, starting with the first question, Honorable Chair. First of all, let me say this. In our day-to-day work at the authority, we try to look to ourselves as we prepare for the next phase or the next strategic planning period, as guided by both the country, but also by the civil aviation, global civil aviation. And in so doing, the human resource capacity is always at the center of all our activities, both now and preparing the human resource capacity for the future, for the challenges of the future of civil aviation. So we started actually assessing the qualifications of people. Ourselves, I must emphasize, ourselves, this was an internally generated exercise. So we looked at our own staff ever since the inception of the UCA in 1991. Because that is one of our strategic objectives as CAA, to build strong institutional capacity to face the future of aviation. Because as you know, the aviation has quite a lot of challenges. So we started. It is also true that over the years, and not just CAA, everybody, we recruit without really caring to go into the institutions. So, but we have always done that all the time, because there are types of recruitment. There are those who recruit at CAA. There are also those we get on secondary from other institutions. So, but this time around, we wanted to assess completely, and then we went in slowly to look for these details ourselves, not in. So, I am answering a question here. Why did it take so long? It did not take so long actually. It took an appropriate time because we had to check everybody. It is the first time we are doing it in the history of the organization. So we assessed from institutions, and it takes, of course, if you say it takes so long, it takes so long to go into different institutions. You see, if you meet a person who is at a certain level, they have been to A level, they have been to O level, some have been to universities, some have been tertiary institutions. So we have to go to all those places. Just in many of the cases that we found, what they gave us was true, was okay. In other cases, what they came with were okay, but the subsequent requirements were a little bit tampered with. I have those details. So, once we got them, then we had to undergo, even when you get that evidence, you must give create a due process, fair hearing and so on and so forth. So when we are still doing that, almost reaching the end, so one person, somebody, took the matter to the president. So the intervention of the president actually came at the tail end. Someone ran with it and put it there, as if they are the ones who had actually pointed it out. Actually, the process had been going on.
Was this an internal staff?
We can't know what I change. She wouldn't know.
Then how do you know someone went and took the
Because
president?
because we never wrote a report.
No, you're joking with the president. Or is it that one?
No. We never wrote, but someone
Yes.
informed the president. I don't know now what to. And I want to believe really that the president was well intentioned to ask questions about this. So when the letter
Yes, on this one he was.
yes, he was right. So when the matter came, it came and found us almost at the tail end. And we were, of course, naturally going, we had almost completed those process of giving them a fair hearing, whether they had anything to say, whether they had new papers, and quite a number of them actually presented genuine paper. About 434. The number actually was not 152. The number was 82. I want also to correct that. Those went through it. And these 82 people, after undergoing a full disciplinary process, where issues of hearing their side of the story were also considered. Then we go to these 82 also included some numbers in the seconded staff from other institutions. So we were able to deal with them as per.
One would want to know like which institutions would second and under what circumstances.
We get secondments from the military, we get secondments from police, and special institutions. We always get it. So, at the end of the day, we, in accordance with our terms and conditions of service, of course, uttering a false document is a criminal matter. And we simply, our terms say, once you get those people, you dismiss them, even without any terminal benefits. And that's what we did. For those who were coming from other institutions, because we do not employ them, we gave our views and we sent them back to those institutions. They are the ones to handle their employment. That's what we did for them. And frankly, it is a matter that we did genuinely ourselves. Just like we do with other things of irregularities, like corruption, like the screening other people, those who we catch, doing other things like the job, conniving with passengers. That's what we are doing, to clean up and move into another era, strengthening the institutional capacity. That's what we did. And we have explained that several times, and we continue to explain it. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Sivandi, Honorable Langodi.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, you don't want to exit now. We want to get that in time report which you are. You do a background check, or you just recruit people and have their files covered and have their documentation done on the file without doing due diligence. Because these are the first steps in recruitment that you will manage to avert this kind of situations.
But so what does the process say?
I know that we have to report, and the common practice in different corporations, they have which some control the board. Or when such things happen, they can have